गुड इवनिंग बच्चों। उम्मीद करता हूँ कल की जो क्लास थी जिसमें हमने राजस्थान हाई कोर्ट का जेपीए का और दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट का पीए और एसपीए की डिक्टेशन लिखी थी। आज फिर उसी पैटर्न पे हम दोबारा से डिक्टेशन लिखने वाले हैं। आई होप कि आपको वो डिक्टेशन बहुत अच्छी लगी होंगी और आपने उसको ट्रांसक्राइब भी किया होगा। और आप में से अगर कोई ट्रांसक्राइब करता है तो अपना फीडबैक ज़रूर दीजिएगा, ताकि जैसे अभी एक स्टूडेंट का आज फीडबैक आया कि पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स को ऐड करने का कहा गया है, तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि इन दिनों में से किसी डिक्टेशन में पंक्चुएशन मार्क जो ऐड हो सकेगी तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा। सो बी रेडी फॉर द डिक्टेशन। स्टार्ट। Heard Mr. Jitendra Shankar Singh, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the appellant, and Mr. Shailendra Kumar Tiwari, learned counsel for the state. The instant IA number 3494 of 2022 has been filed by the appellant for suspension of sentence and for grant of bail to the appellant during pendency of the criminal appeal. This criminal appeal has been filed on behalf of the appellant challenging the judgment of conviction dated 26 August 2021 and order of sentence dated 31 August 2021 passed by learned special judge cyber crime, Jamshedpur in cyber crime case number 2526 of 2020, along with cyber crime number 47 of 2020, whereby the appellant Mahesh Kumar along with four others Sonu Kumar and Ritesh Kumar have been convicted for the charges for committing the offences punishable under sections 420 oblique 468 oblique 471 oblique 419 of the Indian Penal Code and sections 66C and 66D of the IT Act, and have been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 7 years and to pay fine of rupees 5 lakhs each for the offences under section 420 of the Indian Penal Code, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 6 months. Para. The appellant has also been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 7 years and to pay fine of rupees 5 lakhs for the offences under section 468 of the Indian Penal Code, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 6 months. The appellant has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 3 years and to pay fine of rupees 3 lakhs for the offences under section 471 of the Indian Penal Code, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 3 years and to pay fine of rupees 1 lakh for the offences under section 120B, read with 420 oblique 468 oblique 471 oblique 419 of the Indian Penal Code, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 2 months. The appellant has also been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 3 years and to pay fine of rupees 1 lakh for the offence under section 66C of the IT Act, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 2 months and has further been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 3 years and to pay fine of rupees 1 lakh for the offence under section 66D of the IT Act, and in default of fine further sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for a period of 2 months. Para. All the sentences have been directed to run concurrently. However, learned court below has specifically ordered that the fine imposed under the different sections shall be paid separately. The period of custody already undergone shall be set off. It has been submitted by the learned counsel for the appellant that the judgment of conviction and order of sentence passed by the learned court below are illegal and not sustainable in the eye of law. It is submitted that the learned court below has not appreciated the evidence properly. It is submitted that the appellant is not named in the FIR and has been arrested on mere suspicion, and his name has come in this case on the basis of confessional statement of co-accused, namely Pradeep. However, nothing adverse has been found against the appellant. It is submitted that the appellant had denied during his statement recorded by the learned court below under section 313 of the CRPC that no fraudulent transaction of fraudulent transfer has taken place. It is submitted that the learned court below committed grave illegality by convicting him merely on the ground that the appellant could not prove as to how a sum of rupees 4,71,000 between 10 April 2019 to 30 June 2019 and rupees 6,60,000 between 1 October 2019 and 31 December 2019 and rupees 10 lakhs between 1 July 2019 and 30 September 2019, totaling rupees 21 lakhs has been credited, and the amount of more than rupees 20 lakhs had been withdrawn. It is submitted that it is the duty of the prosecution to prove the availability of the said rupees 21 lakhs in the account of the appellant, which prosecution has failed to do so. चलिए, ये 90 की स्पीड है, थोड़ा फ्लक्चुएशन है इसमें, ज़्यादा नहीं है। कहीं आपको बहुत कम लगेगी, कहीं थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा लगेगी। तो बहुत अच्छी डिक्टेशन है, क्योंकि डिक्टेशन ऐसी करनी चाहिए जहाँ पे लीगल वर्ड्स भी हों और लीगल वर्ड्स बहुत ज़्यादा भी ना हों। जनरल पैसेज में लीगल वर्ड्स का थोड़ा सा एडिशन हो तो इट इज़ मच बेटर। तो ये थी राजस्थान की जो जेपीए की डिक्टेशन है, 8 मिनट 90 की स्पीड से 720 वर्ड्स। अब हम लिखने वाले हैं दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट की जो पीए की डिक्टेशन है 100 डब्ल्यूपीएम की। तो आप इसका ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कर सकते हैं और जो डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दिया हुआ है उससे आप चेक कर सकते हैं। जो भी आप ट्रांसक्राइब करें या रीड आउट करें या कोई भी वर्ड में डाउट आए तो यू कैन आस्क इन कमेंट बॉक्स, और जो भी आपका सजेशन है वो भी आप शेयर कर सकते हैं। So be ready for the next dictation. Start. It is submitted that learned court below has wrongly relied upon the exhibits, that is, bank statements with signature marked as Exhibit 26 and 26 oblique 1 respectively. It is further submitted that the appellant was neither connected with Pradeep nor Sonu Kumar. Rather, the appellant has been convicted on mere suspicion and for having failed to prove the availability of 21 lakhs in his bank account. It is submitted that no victim has come forward to allege anything against the appellant. It is further submitted that the police has falsely instituted 4 cases against the appellant for committing cybercrime after arrest of the appellant in the present case. Para. It is further submitted that 11 witnesses have been examined during trial and in which several witnesses, that is PW1 Vikas, PW2 Sanjay Kumar Sinha, have not stated anything against the appellant. It is submitted that PW7 in one of the victim of this case, however, she has also not alleged and stated anything against the appellant. It is submitted that PW10 and PW11 are the seizure list witnesses on the recovery of documents and articles from co-convicts. It is submitted that PW9 is the investigating officer of this case and only on the basis of evidence of PW9, that is the investigating officer of this case, the appellant has been convicted. It is submitted that even the investigating officer during his cross examination has stated at para 45 that he has seized neither ATM cards, Aadhaar cards, nor any mobile phones, nor any SIM from the possession of the appellant. It is submitted Exhibit 26 and 26 oblique 1 respectively are the statement of bank account of the appellant which has been denied by him. It is submitted that the branch manager of the ICICI Bank, Jamshedpur, whereas the appellant is alleged to have opened the bank account, has not been examined by the prosecution. It is submitted that PW9, that is investigating officer, has admitted in para 65 of his cross examination that no victim has come forward to depose against the appellant and others. It is submitted that burden of proof lies upon the prosecution to prove the case of cheating and committing cybercrime against the appellant. It is submitted that the prosecution has tried to show that the appellant has got 5 criminal antecedent, but all such cases have been wrongly instituted. It is submitted that Section 66C and 66D of the IT Act are not applicable on the facts and in the circumstances of the case, and the learned court below has wrongly convicted the appellant under the aforesaid charges. It is further submitted that even the prosecution has failed to prove the charges under section 420 oblique 468 oblique 471 oblique 120B IPC, read with section 420 oblique 468 oblique 471 oblique 419 of the Indian Penal Code. It is submitted that offence under section 66C and 66D of the IT Act are billable in light of the provisions of section 77 within bracket 3 of the IT Act. It is submitted that there is no presumption under the provisions of IT Act to rebut the charges, and duty is cast upon the prosecution to prove the charges. ये एग्जैक्ट 100 की स्पीड है, इसमें कोई फ्लक्चुएशन नहीं है, और थोड़ा सा पंक्चुएशन जो ऐड किया गया कोमा को, तो आप इसको लिखिएगा। और जिनका सिर्फ पीए का एग्ज़ाम है वो भी सीनियर पीए की ही तैयारी करें, क्योंकि अगर आपकी स्पीड 110 की नहीं होगी तो आप 100 भी लिखिए और 110 भी लिखिए। और जो 110 की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, मेरा सजेशन यही रहेगा कि आप कम से कम 120 की तैयारी रखिए अच्छे से। तो ये थी दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट पीए की डिक्टेशन। सो अब हम लिखने वाले हैं दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट की जो एसपी की डिक्टेशन है, विद इन सम सेकेंड्स हम लिखते हैं इसको। और ये 110 की रहेगी और इसमें पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स नहीं रहेंगे। और ये लास्ट डिक्टेशन है इस सेशन की। सो मिलेंगे किसी नेक्स्ट सेशन में। सो अगेन बी रेडी फॉर द डिक्टेशन। स्टार्ट। It is submitted that appellant is in custody since 6 June 2020, that is for about 2 years, and as such he may be enlarged on bail. On the other hand, learned counsel for the state has opposed the prayer for bail. It is submitted that the appellant Mahesh Kumar along with four others have been rightly convicted by the learned court below. It is submitted that co-convict was having found dubious bank account, which was verified and proved by Sanjay Kumar, branch manager, Indian Bank, Jamshedpur, and thereafter Pradeep was arrested, and the name of the appellant Mahesh Kumar has come in this case on the basis of confessional statement of co-convict Pradeep. It is submitted that co-convict Pradeep is the mastermind of the entire crime, and the appellant Mahesh Kumar happens to be the associate of the said Mantosh Kumar, Pradeep and Sonu Kumar, and it is evident from the confessional statement of co-convicts Pradeep and Sonu Kumar, marked as Exhibit 14 and Exhibit 11 respectively. It is submitted that series of documents, that is 16 ATM cards, 9 passbooks of different banks, 5 mobile phones, 43 PAN cards, 16 SIM cards, checkbooks, various ID proofs, etc. have been recovered from the possession of co-convict Sonu Kumar and Pradeep respectively, and all these above documents fully established the involvement of the present appellant Mahesh Kumar along with four others in cheating the general people. It is submitted that the appellant, during his statement recorded under Section 313 of the CRPC, has also admitted that the bank account belongs to him. However, the appellant could not give proper reply from which source sum of rupees 21 lakhs had come from the different accounts holders, and which was credited in the account of the appellant on various dates through online mode from various districts all over the country. It is submitted that PW2 Sanjay Kumar and PW9 investigating officer had fully supported the prosecution case. It is submitted that PW9 is the investigating officer of this case and who has brought on record Exhibit 26 and 26 within bracket 1 respectively, which are the bank account statements of the appellant and duly certified under Section 65B of the Indian Evidence Act, which go to prove the guilt. Para. It is submitted that the appellant has got several criminal antecedents and he is involved in cyber crimes in 5 cases of cyber crime, and 3 cases were earlier instituted and 2 cases have been instituted now against him. It is submitted that PW9 investigating officer has stated that sum of more than rupees 20 lakh had been withdrawn by the appellant. It is submitted that the appellant has failed to show as to how the said amount of rupees 21 lakhs has been received in his bank account, and as such prayer for bail of the appellant is fit to be rejected. Perused the lower court records of this case and considered the submissions of both the sides. The present appeal has been heard along with criminal appeal number 493 of 2021. However, the order is being passed separately today, that is on 13 May 2022. Para. It transpires that from the FIR that in the light of email received from the bank manager Noida branch on 27 January 2020 and on suspicion by one of the bank employee, that is PW4, the co-convict Sonu Kumar was apprehended and he was interrogated on 6 February 2020. The bank account of one Sonu Kumar was freezed. चलिए ये भी एग्जैक्ट 110 की स्पीड है और बहुत ही शानदार डिक्टेशन है। आई होप आपको अच्छी लगेगी। और ये जो सेशन है कल जो आपने सुना होगा, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट आज भी इसको जो प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, ट्रांसक्राइब करेंगे। और कोई आपका सजेशन हो, कोई आपकी सुझाव हो, फीडबैक हो और कोई डाउट हो, किसी भी तरह की कोई क्वेरी हो, तो आप निश्चिंत होकर आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। और अभी तक जिन्होंने टेलीग्राम लिंक पे क्लिक नहीं किया है, डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैं डाल दूंगा, तो आप जाके क्लिक कर सकते हैं। और जो स्टूडेंट नए हैं इस चैनल पे या कुछ समय से जुड़े हैं, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और शेयर करिए उन स्टूडेंट के साथ जिनको इस तरह की डिक्टेशन की और गाइडेंस की ज़रूरत है। तो मिलते हैं किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए नमस्कार, जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम।